starting to feel a bit
Yeah,
emotion?
yeah. Honestly, I don't even really want to talk about it. I just want to, get it going. When I would have panic attacks, it would be uneasy in my throat or in my stomach. And now all of a sudden I'm thinking that, oh, maybe I'm going to throw up. And then I start focusing on myself and my sensations, and everything around me now seems disconnected from the present moment. Then all of a sudden, I'm all in my head. It is completely stormy. My throat might be stuck. I think I'm gonna puke. I think I'm gonna be sick. I think I'm gonna faint. It would be extremely hard to get out of that situation without physically going somewhere else. Whereas when I'm running, all of those thoughts slowly dissipate and go away, and I can always bring back my focus to the breath and the steps. When I was super young, at the age of like 4 or 5, I had a first panic attack where I thought I was gonna throw up, and this has been an ongoing fear of mine. This has played into manifestations of anxiety and depression. So I know that it's all linked, and it's all due to the fact that I have this issue around my throat, throwing up, being uncomfortable. And one thing I learned only a year ago is that I have a medical condition called RCDP, and this condition makes it impossible for me to burp or throw up. And it's something that a certain percentage of the population has, and the people who have that medical condition also have the fear of throwing up. As soon as I started running, what would fascinate me would be ultra runners. It was clear to me that this was the direction that I was going to take. It was very clear to me that I was going to run at least 100K one day. I think I've proven to myself that I can take on big challenges. I've done multiple marathons, multiple 2, 3, 4-hour workouts. Oftentimes when I would do these workouts, I felt like it was a big workout. Like, for example, I ran the Quebec Marathon, which was a great experience. Although it was a difficult day because I had to cover 42 kilometers, it was just like a fun, long workout. If you really want to push it, you're not going to run 50K or 60K. You got to double it. Let's just go to 100 kilometers. That's a real challenge. My biggest goal with the challenge is to prove to myself that I can do incredibly hard things. To me, ironically, running 100 kilometers is much, much easier than having to go through a period like I went to 2 or 3 years ago of mental health crisis. It's the whole point why I wanted to run 100 kilometers in loops, is because it's a physical representation of what I have gone through when I was at my lowest. In my mind, it was extremely dark and loopy, crowded, intense, and that's kind of what I'm gonna go through physically during the 100K. For running an ultra, I wanted this to be a celebration. I want this day to be light, so I envision a day with the people that I love most. That's why I invited only friends and families. So I'm really gonna push this 100K physically, and it's not because it's not scary anymore, because it is still scary to run 100K. It's not because my mental health is perfect, but I'm still fucking doing it. Before hitting my lowest point, I hit my highest point. It was when I was working at Club Med, partying really hard. It was a really fun time. This eventually caught up to me because this lifestyle was unsustainable, and I plummeted down into a burnout, and it would manifest itself with anxiety attacks. So I was never really calm in my mind for months at a time. And that was the lowest point, a mix of burnout, depression, and anxiety. When I came back from Club Med of working in Punta Cana, I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. I had no personal projects. I didn't know where I was gonna work. I didn't know where I was gonna live. One of my worst days would be on my birthday in 2023. I go and spend my birthday working a shift as a doorman downtown. It's freezing cold. I have no idea how to get out of this situation. I have no personal projects. I just remember asking myself, how am I gonna get out of this? Mentally, physically, job, like every factor, every sector of my life was down bad. And that day working outside on my birthday was just like a representation of how bad my life has gotten. Didn't have motivation for not much. No motivation for the gym, no motivation to work, no motivation to do anything really. I just wanted to get through the days. I got the most random call on a random weekday in April of 2023. It was a buddy of mine from university and he was FaceTiming me. So I'm like, Kevin, what does Kevin want, bro? I haven't talked to the guy in like a year. I answer, he's like, hey bro, un demi-marathon, ça te tente-tu en septembre? And I'm like, all right, I've never really ran before, but okay, you know what? Let's go, let's do a half marathon. I will have time to train for that. How those first runs felt, it was brutal. I had no running shoe. I would go run in Air Force Ones. I would run as fast as possible. I was like, shit, running is hard. And then in a matter of a couple of weeks, I started to have some aches and pains in my knees and my shins because I was running. Then I show up on the half marathon day and my friend Kevin is injured, so he can't even be there, so I'm doing it alone. Mentally, I'm totally overwhelmed and I'm basically in panic attack mode from the start. And I end up having a horrible day, physically, mentally, plus I'm super bummed by my time because I thought I was gonna be faster because I've always been athletic and I always thought it was gonna be like, yeah, this is easy, you know, I'll figure it out. That completely sucked, but I see some people that are enjoying it around me. So I know that I can train, come back and be faster, but more importantly, have a blast and be mentally in a better state to enjoy a next half marathon. The hardest thing about staying on this grind of self-improvement is probably the fact that you have to show up every day. And there's no breaks, there's no timeouts, it's just an ongoing thing. So I'm dedicated to making myself better every day, but some days you don't feel like self-improving, you just feel like living and existing. And those days are fine too, but you gotta remember the big picture and just keep putting one step in front of another. As soon as I started running, it was such an absurd number that I was like, people are running 100 kilometers, like how does that even make sense? Just the fact that it's like 3 numbers, like 100, like how does that make sense? And very, very early on when I started running, I knew that I was gonna run 100K.
I slept extremely well. I was super peaceful last night. I'm super peaceful right now. I know a lot of friends are supposed to pull through already. A lot of friends are here with us, so I'm just filled with love and gratitude. We'll take it a day at a time, or rather a step at a time, a kilometer at a time. The first half is gonna be the warm-up, and then shit's gonna get real for sure. We got a nice little snowstorm that I was not expecting, but that just makes it all the more interesting. And I want it to be a day of celebration, of love, of fun. So it's not that serious, it's just running. Let's fucking get it. Feeling good, bro. Just can't wait to get it going. Let's get it going, we'll find our rhythm. Let's fucking get it.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, let's go!
As I've discussed with my therapist, when you have anxiety, one way to beat it or to control it is to do exposure therapy. Something that scares you a little, maybe you should do it. Something that scares you a lot that's impossible, like climbing Mount Everest, maybe that's too much for you. But maybe that next step of uncomfortability is what's gonna make you grow. So that's what I've been doing in the last 3 years. I've been pushing a little bit my boundaries, pushing my boundaries. And then doing this 100K with the whole project was like a big step of, you're gonna be uncomfortable, but this is in the sweet spot where you can grow from it. It's exposure therapy.
How's the mental first
Oh, it's effortless.
Yeah?
It's smooth.
You're in your element?
Oh, I'm in the zone. I'm chilling.
J-zone.
He's in J-zone too, baby. Oh yeah. Chilling with some friends, I'm laughing. I know it's gonna get hard, but I'm just enjoying so far. It's I won't use the word easy, but it's chill, so I'm taking it 1 kilometer at a time.
Let's go!
That's it.
Marathon and
Just
some
the
change.
first marathon? And what was that?
Starting to get fucking real.
I told him, you know, if you don't make it happen, it's okay too. He says, no, it's going to happen. So, I don't know. He's so strong mentally. It's impressive.
And for the first half, it was just a casual long run for me. But then I started dancing with my demons in the second half.
Very corporate, so I just traveled 6 months.
Pass G.
Met a lot of Canadians.
I'm good.
You're starting to feel a bit
Yeah.
emotion?
Yeah. Honestly, I don't even really want to talk about it. I just want to, get it going for now. I need to lock it in.
I have ran many marathons before, so I knew that the first 42 kilometers would be relatively comfortable, and they were. But in an ultra marathon, when your mind starts to crack at kilometer 50, now it gets under my skin. So that's why after that kilometer 51, when I opened the door, put my earphones, I decided to lock in. And the first emotion that I felt is that I wanted to cry. I felt like it was super, super close. It was a vase trop plein in French, meaning I've reached my limit, I'm about to crack.
I notice he's talking less.
Yeah.
He's talking less. He's more in his own little bubble. Figured that I spotted it but he passed me. He just gave me a slight tap on the shoulder, like to say, no, but, to me that means thanks for being here, Dad.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, and so I know he researched this, and he knows what he's getting into. He knew he would finish this in the dark. He knew he'd probably be alone. He knew he would. So whatever he's going through, nothing is a surprise.
I said, I signed up for this. I wanted to run 100 loops, and now I'm paying the price. That's what's happening right now. I'm paying the price of what I wanted. And this is exactly why I wanted to run 100K, is to discover that uncomfortability, pushing my boundaries, feeling those feelings. And I signed up for it, and now I'm going through it. It felt like I was fighting against myself, because I'm here running, I'm just trying to do the loops, but at the same time, I'm bottled up. I was holding it in, and I was running alone. And then all of a sudden, there's a few friends that showed up, people that don't know each other individually, but that I know and I invited. I don't even really realize it. And my friend Lucas is on my right side, and my friend Mathieu is on my left side. And they're two of the sweetest, kinded, open-hearted people that I know, but they don't even know each other. And now I have those two loving dudes with me, and I just burst out crying. I just had to let it out. And it felt so, so incredibly good. And I was being totally vulnerable with them, and I've never cried in front of them before. But it felt so right, and I knew that there was not gonna be any judgments. And it was like, whew, okay, we can breathe a little bit. Now we're resetting. It's still hard. I still feel a little bit overwhelmed, but it's the feeling after crying. It can feel relieving. I had been listening and reading David Goggins for a couple of years before I started running. Goggins' whole point is not about the fitness, not about the health improvements, it's just about the work, it's just about showing up, it's just about the habits. You're where you need to be, just keep hammering, keep going.
How much do you have left?
I'm not sure. 12, 13, somewhere like that.
Kilometer 91, actually, I take a break in the car. And I think I have a blanket on me, and I'm a little bit miserable. Actually, I'm very miserable. And I'm extremely comfortable with the blanket on me. Everybody's making sure I'm good. I say, okay, I need to get back out there. So I go back out there, and then my friend Antoine, he grabs me by the neck, and he tells me,
Pour ça, t'es là, man. Allez, let's go, bro. Pour ça, t'es là. Tu vois qu'on est là? Pour ça, t'es là. Allez, go. Come on, boy. Pour ça qu'on est là. C'est qu'on s'en calisse des 90 premiers. C'est vrai que ça compte. On est d'accord ou quoi? 90 km.
on s'en calisse de tes 91 premiers kilomètres. On n'a rien à foutre de tes 91 premiers kilomètres. Ça veut rien dire, man. Il en reste 9, c'est juste ça qui compte. Parce que tes 91 sont gone. Il t'en reste 9, man. Montre de quoi tu es capable, man, puis tu vas en finir, puis c'est juste 9 km, puis tu vas finir ça live. Whew. That's a little nice 1% boost that I needed.
Too strong!
I would leave the car and I would say, okay, I'm gonna run 2 laps and then I'll just walk for 30 seconds. Because just the idea of walking feels so good, just to stop for a second. So I would try to tough out 2 laps, then 30 seconds walk. And then I would negotiate. 2 more laps, but it feels unstoppable. 1 more lap, and then I would do walk breaks, run, walk breaks, run. Just to make it 1% easier on my brain because it was so uncomfortable to run. Even though it was only like 9 kilometers left or 7 kilometers left, I didn't want to take it for granted. I wasn't rejoicing yet. I wasn't like, I'm almost done, because it was so hard. I went to kilometer 98, nice and steady, kind of feeling the excitement. When I passed through the 99th kilometer, knew that there was only 1 kilometer left, I threw my vest that I had been wearing for the whole day, and I had my headphones off, and now I can live this last kilometer with my friends. When we get to about 300 meters before the finish line, I'm still running, but I look back at my friends and I say, while crying, I'm so grateful to have lived this day with you. I wanted to have all my close friends here and you guys showed up. Let's fucking finish this. And I knew that I wanted to sprint finish if my legs would allow. And when I was peeking around the last corner, I felt, dude, I got some juice. And my friend Mathilde said, do you think you can sprint finish? And I said, like, fucking watch me.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Speed it up, brother. Speed it up. Come on. Come on. Faster. Let's go. You got it! You fucking did it! Let's go! Let's go! You're the man.
I feel so at peace. It's crazy. I knew that I would feel at peace after 100K, right? It makes sense. You finish it, you're at peace. I would call it bliss, like blissful. I know that I've had some dreams, some actual dreams when I was sleeping, where I would have a moment of bliss. For example, my dog who died 10 years ago comes back in my dream. And it's not even amazing, it's blissful. The dog is there. And when you're in that dream, you think it's true, right? You think your dog is alive again, and you can cherish your dog. And that meant everything. That's why I experienced bliss. The physical pain of being done with the 100K, and the most love that I've ever received in my life, quite literally. It's super ironic because I think this was the greatest accomplishment of my life, not for the 100K, but for the people that I brought together. All of these people that didn't know each other necessarily mingled together, and at the end of the day, everybody was giving themselves a hug. Hey, see you soon. They didn't even know each other at the beginning of the day. So this human experience that I was able to create by simply focusing on me, but that brought everybody together, is I think the biggest accomplishment of my life. And the 100 kilometer itself comes second. Running has helped me manage my anxiety. Therefore, I kind of wanted to show anxiety who was the boss. By running 100K, by facing my fears, it was like a big fuck you to the anxiety. That experience was so hard, but so rewarding, that now if I have another little challenge in my day, dude, it's nothing. I had imagined that it was going to be a very powerful human day, but not to that scale. When you actually live it, it was infinitely more powerful than just thinking about it. I'm amazed at the power of social media because I wasn't thinking much of it at the beginning, and then slowly but surely I really felt like I was creating an actual community. And then what was just an online community eventually became an in-person community, because by going to those running events, I could put faces on people that I would follow or that they would follow me. And then all of a sudden it became really like a tangible community of like-minded people. My dad, which is my best friend, lives in Quebec City. I would love to run from Quebec City, from his apartment to Montreal to my place, because that would be so significant, from my dad's place to my place. Not at one shot, because it's over 250 kilometers. It would be a multi-day project, but it's something that I've been thinking about. A multi-day ultramarathon that's very significant on a family level.